Getting answers. This is CBS 13 Mornings, always streaming on CBS News Sacramento.
Davis on edge after several reports of indecent exposure. How residents are protecting themselves there.
And the default deadline now less than a week away. The signs, both sides could be inching closer to a possible deal to avoid economic catastrophe.
And Memorial Day weekend is finally here. The record number of people headed out of town for the holiday.
But first, let's take a live look here at downtown Sacramento on this Friday morning from our CalSTRS camera. Good morning. It is Friday, May 26th. I'm John Dabkovich.
And I'm Dina Kupfer. Great to have you here this morning.
Thanks. Glad
We've
to be
missed
here.
you. And yes, it is a Friday. We've got meteorologist Tracy Humphrey tracking this long weekend forecast. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. So you know how when someone does something different?
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you notice it. Otherwise, you know, they might feel some type of way.
Oh, uh-huh.
So we did something different. Can you tell?
I can tell.
You can tell. Okay, good. John's like, I don't know what she's talking about. Yeah, we got new graphics.
New graphics.
I knew that. There have been 500 emails. I knew that.
I'm just messing with you. Okay, so we got mid-30s coming in this morning in Truckee, 37 coming in for South Lake Tahoe, 35 degrees coming in way down near Bridgeport. Once you get back to the valley floor, 54 in Sacramento, 56 in Stockton, and 56 degrees coming in for San Francisco. Winds for this morning, not a big deal, but of course, as we start to move throughout the day and you get the daytime heating, that's when you get that nice sea breeze coming into play. And we will have some nice winds coming in around 35 miles per hour in Fairfield. That'll be later on tonight. And also pretty nice winds coming in through the valley floor. So let's take a look at your slice of California for Northern California days. 60 degrees coming in for the Bay, lower 70s for the Delta, mid 70s in the Valley, 72 for the foothills, and again another day of possible thunderstorms for the Sierra. That's a quick look at your weather. Back to you.
By the way, the graphics look great,
They
Tracy.
do.
Thank you very much. The holiday travel rush is here today, which means AAA says more than 42 million people are expected to travel for this Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, and today is expected to be one of the busiest days on the road with the worst time to drive between 3 and 6 p.m. So keep that in mind today.
You're watching CBS 13, Sacramento, Stockton, Modesto. Getting answers. This is CBS 13 Mornings, always streaming on CBS News Sacramento.
And right now at 5, the city of Davis on edge after several reports of indecent exposure. How residents are protecting themselves.
The default deadline now less than a week away, but this morning, the signs that we could be inching closer to a deal that would avoid possible economic catastrophe.
And Memorial Day weekend is finally here. The record number of people headed out of town for the holiday.
But first, here's a live look over downtown Sacramento from our Holiday Inn camera. Good morning. It is Friday, May 26th. I'm John Dabkovich.
And I'm Dina Kupfer. Hope you all had a wonderful week. We finally made it to the Friday. And we've got meteorologist Tracy Humphrey here with a look at that holiday weekend forecast with your first alert weather. Hi there.
Yes, you know, good morning. So it's the unofficial beginning to summer, but it definitely feels a lot more like spring with afternoon highs in the 70s. Average daytime high for us for this time of the year closer to around 83 degrees. Here's a look at what you have outside right now. This is Sacramento Executive Airport coming in at 53 degrees. I always look at the wind this time of the morning because the Delta breeze has been a huge player for us weather-wise. Right now, winds coming in around the south to southwest around 8 miles per hour. Here's a look at more temperatures across the region from the 50s coming in for the coastline, more 50s when you hit the valley floor. I got temperatures in the upper 40s coming in for Placerville, 52 in Auburn, and still hanging in there with the 30s this morning coming in for the Sierra. For your breakdown, your slice of California, here's what you can expect for Northern California today. From 60 coming in for the Bay Area, lower 70s coming in for the Delta, mid 70s coming in today for the valley floor, lower 70s in the foothills and for the Sierra. Another opportunity for afternoon showers, possible thunderstorms with temperatures coming in around 59 degrees. Coming up, will the chance of thunderstorms linger through the holiday weekend? We'll take a look at that part of your forecast in just a few moments. In the meantime, for your first alert traffic.
Courtney Dempsey, only on Good Day.
Right now at 6.
I fly a lot of miles, and I've never seen anything like that.
Cockpit crawl. A Southwest pilot forced to break into the plane to bring passengers back to Sacramento.
Just 6 days till the nation's default deadline, the signs Republicans in the White House could be inching closer to a deal, averting a possible economic catastrophe.
Sprinting into Sac, athletes from hundreds of colleges are in town this week showing off their track and field talents, the economic impact these championships have on the city.
And the party's over. The hotline that lets neighbors squeal on rowdy Airbnb guests. CBS 13 Mornings at 6 starts right now.
Getting answers. This is CBS 13 Mornings.
Yes, indeed it is. Good morning. It is Friday, May 26th. I'm John Dabkovic.
And I'm Dina Kupfer. I'm very interested in that Airbnb story.
Yeah.
We've all stayed in one, and I know the neighbors, and many of them probably weren't very happy. All right, well, if you are hitting the road for the 3-day holiday weekend because of Memorial Day, we want to give you a live look outside at I-5 North Sacramento from our Holiday Inn camera, where traffic's actually moving pretty smoothly. Do we have it? Maybe not.
We just said we want to give you one.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, now we're actually going to do it.
So, yes, you can see right there where we kind of call this the snake in Sacramento. Traffic is flowing fine right now, but we know this is going to be one of the busiest days for Americans hitting the roads. We'll have more on the best time to travel and the busiest hours on the roads coming up in just a bit.
Travel's big deal on the weekend. So is the weather. Tracy's here with our first alert forecast. Hey, Tracy.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, the pressure's on. Here we go. Let's kick things off with your temperatures over the course of the holiday weekend. Starting out currently 54 in Sacramento, 53 coming in for Stockton. Similar temperatures, 57 up in Chico. Similar temperatures all the way through Davis, as well as into Napa and also into Fairfield. The lone exception here is being when you go from the green to the blue, right? From the mild start to the cold start. 34 in Truckee, 35 in South Lake Tahoe. And today is going to be another beautiful day. Yesterday we topped off in the mid-70s. Today, I got a lot more where that came from. 54 coming in for 7 o'clock in the morning, 61 for 10 a.m. Afternoon highs today coming in the mid-70s. Got plans this weekend for the Bay Area? We'll take a look at their forecast coming up.